Okie dokie, I'm Sam. I'm about to talk about addiction and its related word. Although it's an irritating and troublesome topic, it also has very useful and practical words as well. So, let's start. سلام به همگی. این جلسه میخوایم راجع به ادیکشن و موضوعات مرتبطش که بر اساس کتاب مکسیمایزر صحبت کنم. امیدوارم براتون مفید باشه. Let's start with causes and contributing factors. The first one is weak willpower. Instead of weak, we can say flimsy or feeble. And as you can see here, the opposite of weak willpower is strong willpower. Means people who lack the willpower rather than strength. Personality deficiencies means کمبودهای شخصیتی. Personality synonym is character and synonym of deficiencies is lack. Personality shows what you are outside or what you are to the world, and character reveals what you are inside. I tried to show some personality traits in this picture. And the next one is family breakdown, فروپاشی خانواده. Unfortunately, it will occur based on addiction. Family breakdown can lead to behavioral problems in children, especially in children. Poor family environment. It means محیط نامناسب خانوادگی. Let's continue. We continue the causes and contributing factors. The next one is repeated use of an addictive substance. Instead of repeated, we can use iterated. And addictive substance, instead of substance, we can use material. Here we have an example. Shisha smoking also delivers significant levels of nicotine, the main addictive substance in tobacco. You know what's the shisha? بهتره که حداقل معنی قلبونو بدونیم به انگلیسی. Regular or frequent use of tobacco products. Instead of products, we can use a substance, material or merchandise, as it includes nicotine. And recreational drug use. اینو خیلی من ازش خوشم اومد. Instead of recreational, we can use enjoyment activity. And instead of use, we have usage or avail. They are synonym of each other. You can't accept recreational drug use and expect to control the drug problems. It's a reality. Peer pressure. فشار هم نوعان. Peer, instead of peer, we can use companion pressure, and it's some famous collocations: peer pressure, peer group. And the next one is joblessness, بیکاری که واقعا دردناک و دردآوره. And the next one is relaxation of laws. You can use relaxation of laws in every topic, I guess. And it's a useful collocation. Relaxation of laws. Please remember that. سوسیولی قانون رو بهش میگن relaxation of laws. Let's continue. The next page is suggestions or recommendations. For what purpose? To help or assist or revive the addicts. Addiction rehabilitation. Rehabilitation means recovery. Addiction rehabilitation programs or plans include, the first point is occupational therapy. Occupational means career, job, شغلی. Instead of therapy, we can use remedy or treatment. The two charities have worked successfully together. Advancing occupational therapy in a drug detoxification center. Drug detoxification center. It's a center that provides treatment for addicts. The next one is vocational training. Instead of training, we can use education. There is a famous organization in each country which is Technical and Vocational Training Organization, and its abbreviation is TVTO. and it's about technical and human force training organization. TVTO یا Technical and Vocational Training Organization همون سازمان فنی حرفه‌ایه. The next one is job placement, and an example for this is make sure your college has a good job placement center. The next one is life skills. Instead of skills we can use abilities, experiences, training. Life skills training. Life skills training. The next word is community education or public education. As well as relaxation of laws, you can use public education or community education in each topic. And regarding community education, we have an example here. Community education increases social wealth and social diversity and promote social modernization. And the next collocation would be family support, or instead of support we can use assistance, aid. بچه دقت کنین لغاتی رو که به ذهنم برسه سینونیماشو مطرح میکنم. مثلا اینجا سینونیم support هست assistance or aid. Let's continue the suggestions or recommendations. To what purpose? To help, in order to help or assist or revive the addicts. And we are continuing addiction rehabilitation programs. The next step, the next suggestion is behavior therapy. Cognitive and behavior therapy, CBT, cognitive behavior therapy techniques are especially helpful in changing unhealthy thinking and behavior patterns. cognitive یعنی شناختی، behavior therapy یعنی رفتار درمانی که یه نوع تکنیکه بهش میگن CBT. And the next one is medical treatment, or instead of treatment we can use therapeutic. medical treatment یعنی درمان پزشکی. اگه بخوایم بگیم درمان دارویی ما اشتباها فکر می‌کنیم مدیکال میشه دارویی، ولی درمان دارویی میشه pharmaceutical treatment or therapeutic. And the next method or technique is counseling sessions to or in order to or owing to build up the addict's character. And the next method is providing ongoing, or instead of ongoing we can use continuous or permanent. Providing ongoing training for educators and treatment providers. کادر درمان میشه treatment provider and ongoing هم میشه ادامه دار. Instead of give, always use provide. دقت کنید اینجا به جای treatment giver میگه treatment provider. بهتره کلن به جای واژه give از provide استفاده کنیم. The next step is preventive programs. Preventive synonym is deterrent. بازدارنده، برنامه‌های بازدارنده. پیشگیری بهتر از درمانه. Prevention is better than cure. Prevention is better than cure. Here we have an example regarding the collocation, preventive programs. Until new information is obtained, no rational or logical preventive program is possible. وقتی که هیچ اطلاعاتی نداریم، دقت کنید نمیگه no information، میگه until new information is obtained. تا زمانی که اطلاعات جدیدی به دست نیاوردیم no rational or logical preventive program is possible. هیچ اقدام پیشگیرانه منطقی ممکن نیست. And the next part is measures to address substance abuse or drug abuse, to promote public education. بهتون گفتم که این promote public education رو همه جا میتونیم استفاده کنیم. To instead of promote we can use improve or increase. دقت کنید که فعل increase سه خونده میشه and increase is a noun. Instead of public we can use popular or community education. And instead of education, we can use training. To take action drug trafficking by applying punishment-oriented approaches. یه اقداماتی انجام بدیم بر علیه دراگ ترافیکینگ، میشه قاچاق مواد مخدر، با در نظر گرفتن یه راهکارهای بر مبنای مجازات، punishment oriented. And instead of drug we can use narcotics. Narcotics means drug. Here there is an example. The government is trying to wipe out drug trafficking. Wipe out means eliminating. ریشه کن کنه، از بین ببره قاچاق مواد مخدر رو. The next one is to limit or restrict the availability of addictive drugs by tightening up the laws and drug possession. Drug possession یعنی که حمل مواد مخدر. Instead of possession we can use ownership or keeping. Let's continue. And in continuing we reach to the effects, means outcomes. As you know, effect is noun and affect is verb. The first effect is that drug addiction causes or provokes a number of psychological or mental and emotional problems, such as anxiety or nervousness. استرس، تنش. The next one is loneliness or solitude. And the third one is self-pity. دلش به حال خودش بسوزه، احساس ترحم نسبت به خودش بکنه. For attracting attention. He faced his illness bravely and without any hint of self-pity. As you can see here, it's a self-pity. And the next one is self-blame. As you can see here, خودش رو مقصر بدونه. hopelessness، ناامیدی، همچون که تو تصویر میبینید. concentration disorders. Instead of concentration we can use attention. learning disabilities. Instead of disability we can use inability. They are synonyms of each other. And drug-seeking behavior or narcotic dependency, وابستگی به مواد مخدر. Let's continue the effects. The second point is that addiction can cause many physiological and physical problems. تفاوت فیزیولوژیکال و فیزیکال چیه؟ What's the difference between physiological and physical? While physical and physiological both refers to body, physical means the body itself, while physiological refers to the body's function. فیزیکال به بدنمون اشاره میکنه، هر جفتشون به بدن اشاره میکنن، ولی فیزیکال به خود بدنمون اشاره داره، ولی فیزیولوژیکال به عملکرد و اعمال حیاتی اندام ما اشاره داره، مثل بافت‌ها، سلولا و عناصر دیگه. We have some example for physical and physiological problems such as lung cancer, as you can see here, دور از جون همه سرطان ریه، and respiratory diseases، مشکلات تنفسی. As you can see here, smoking can cause respiratory diseases, so please quit smoking. Let's continue the effects. Drug dependence and destroys human spirit or soul. ببینید نگاه کنیم، وقتی ما میخوایم بگیم که روح بشریت نمیگیم human soul. We should always use human spirit and mental capabilities or abilities. And the opposite of capabilities is disability, inability. The next point is addiction destroys family relationships or family bonds and is known as a major cause of family breakdown, as an integral cause of family breakdown or dominant cause of family breakdown. Let's continue the effects or outcomes. The next effect would be that drug abuse, the noun pronunciation is se. Drug abuse is the root of many crimes. The key difference between a person who misuses drugs and a person who abuses drugs is their intent. Misuse drug means taking a drug to treat a specific ailment, whereas the latter, abuses drugs means using a drug to elicit certain feelings. Drug abuse یعنی اعتیاد، ولی drug misuse یعنی سوء مصرف یه ماده درمانی مثل کورتون درست استفاده نکنی یا اشتباه تجویز بشه. Let's continue. One of the societal effects of addiction is healthcare costs. Societal means social, but most in academic writing. سوسیتال همون سوشاله، ولی توی رایتینگ های آکادمیک ما به جای سوشال از سوسیتال استفاده میکنیم. Please let us to read more about addiction. The first item is clean, means no longer using addictive drugs. مثلا دور هم جمع میشن میگن که من چند روزه که مواد مصرف نکردم. The second one is called Turkey. I think that it has two meanings. The first meaning is a bad physical condition after stopping drugs, as you can see here in a picture. And the next one is the abrupt and complete cessation of taking a drug to which one is addicted. قطع ناگهانی مصرف مواد مخدر. معنی دومشه، ولی معنی اولش میشه مثلا درد بدنی که در اثر ترک مواد مخدر داریم. Here we have an example. It's like smoking. It's not a good idea to suddenly call Turkey. فکر خوبی نیست که یه دفعه ترکش کنی. The next one is treatment, means medical care given to cure a person who is ill or injured. Trauma means seriously injury, severe emotional distress, as depicted in a graphical illustration. ضربه ناگهانی که چه روحی چه عاطفی به انسان وارد میشه. It can be emotional and mental and physical. The emotional trauma caused her to be briefly hospitalized. Hospitalized یعنی بستری بشه. And the next word is rehab, means rehabilitation, a treatment program for an addict. دور هم جمع میشن و از درد و غماشون میگن و سعی میکنن، از تجربیات تلخشون میگن و سعی میکنن که به این شیوه همدیگر رو آروم کنن و وارد دوره درمان بشن. And the next word is narcotic. As I said before, an illegal drug often includes sleeps such as morphine. Yeah, it's narcotic. Can cause family breakdown. Let's continue. The next word is detox. Yeah, means removing harmful substance as treatment from body. In fact, exercise can enhance the health boosting benefits of a detox plan. یه سری مثلا میوه، لیمو یا توت فرنگی داخل آب میریزیم توی باشگاه و بهش میگیم دیتوکس، همونه، مواد زائد رو از تو بدنمون دفع کنه. The next word is cure or treatment, a medical treatment that stops a disease. And impairment or abnormality or disability, such as visual impairment. Here you can see some impairment. Here we have an example. Contraindications for this drug include liver or kidney impairment. منع مصرفه. کسایی که نمیتونن مصرف کنن این دارو رو کسایی هستن که مشکل کبد یا کلیه دارن. He has a visual impairment in the right eye. in his right eye. The next word is recovery, the process of getting better after an illness or injury. Habit forming, a substance that is addictive as it includes the nicotine. Here is the habit loop. Please pay attention to this famous loop. Crack den or crack house, a place where drug users or dealers buy or sell drugs, as depicted in a picture of 3 of the apartments on the first floor were empty, and 1 was a crack house. Of course, it should be empty. Continue. OD, it's an abbreviation of overdose. OD of drug and excessive dose. Hospitalized, to be taken into a hospital for treatment. Counseling services, it's a useful word. You can use this: counseling services or counseling session, assistance in resolving people's problems, as shown in the picture. خدمات مشاوره‌ای. The center provides counseling service to victims who have been raped. Raped means sexual abuse. Symptom, نشانه, a sign or indication of a disease or disorder. As you know and depicted in a picture, coronavirus symptoms. Fever, cough, and something else. Dependence syndrome, سندروم وابستگی به یه ماده، مثلا به نیکوتین یا الکل. A deeply distressing experience, such as alcoholic drinks. Continue, the last page. Read more about addiction. The next word is sedative, a drug having a calming and soothing effect. آرامش بخشه. You can see here, sedative. Detoxification center. You remember the meaning of detox? Removing harmful substance as treatment. Detoxification center is a center that provides treatment for addict. And one of the detoxification center in India have shown in a picture. She also called for more investment in drug detoxification center. یه انسان خیری بوده که درخواست کرده که یکم بیشتر سرمایه گذاری کنی روی این detoxification center. امیدوارم که نیت خیر داشته باشی. Withdrawal symptoms, unpleasant effects due to quitting smoking. نشانه هایی که بعد ترک آدم بهش دچار میشه. I got withdrawal symptoms after giving up smoking. Symptoms of withdrawal: anxiety, depression, panic attack, headache, insomnia, بیخوابی, sweating, عرق کردن, and the next one, as depicted in a picture. That this is the end of the session, and I hope it was useful for you. Take care. I will come back with a great video as soon as possible. خدا نگهدار. مراقب خودتون باشین. خیلی زود با بخشای دیگه مکسیمایزر و اسپیکینگ در خدمتتون خواهم بود.